Our planet is full of incredible places and wonders. However, with that beauty comes a dark side. Natural disasters affect all countries on Earth. And for the people in this video, it's a fact they learned firsthand. From a man in Germany who films a dangerously close water tornado barreling through his backyard, following the eruption of one of Indonesia's most active volcanoes, which sent ash more than 4 kilometers into the sky. Here are 5 other extreme natural disasters caught on camera. Number 5. Waterspout tornado in Germany, 2014. As one of the safest countries in the world to live in, most people would think that life in Germany is as good as it gets. However, even here Mother Nature has her moments. On August 30, 2014, a resident of the town of Eckwater found himself face to face with a massive water tornado. Although not often as powerful as an actual tornado, waterspouts can be quite dangerous and destructive. According to the man who filmed the video, the waterspout formed within minutes over the lake behind his home. As he watched, he noticed that it was getting closer and closer to the ground. Before he knew it, it was right in front of him, heading straight for his house. Soon after the video ended, the waterspout dispersed, luckily avoiding the man's house and causing no injuries. As the name suggests, waterspouts are usually only seen over bodies of water. So seeing someone above ground, let alone so close, must have been a terrifying ordeal, and one he'll probably never forget. Number 4. Mount Sinabung eruption, 2018. Mount Sinabung is one of the most prominent and destructive volcanoes in Indonesia. At 2,460 meters above sea level, this volcano has experienced many notable eruptions in recent years and is a constant threat to the communities that live nearby. On February 19, 2018, Mount Sinabung experienced a powerful eruption that sent an ash cloud over 7 kilometers or 4.3 miles into the sky. The eruption forced the closure of Kutakain Airport and led to mass evacuations. This video provides a great insight into exactly what the residents here are facing based on what has now happened annually. According to the man who shot the video, the sound of the eruption could best be described as thunderous. Miraculously, thanks to the timely evacuations, there were no reports of any injuries. This is also due to the fact that since there were many eruptions in the years before this, no one lives near the volcanic crater anymore. A few months after this event, the volcano erupted for the second and last time of the year. Many people were so alarmed that this volcano had been inactive for almost 400 years. This all changed in 2010, and since then, it has had many large eruptions almost every year. To make matters worse, experts believe it shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon. Number 3. The flood in India, 2020. It's fair to assume that we all enjoy watching the rain from our windows during thunderstorms. However, what may seem like a beautiful natural phenomenon to some may be a curse from the heavens. For the people in this video shot in India, it's probably the latter. To understand why heavy rains are so feared in India, we need to understand why our ancestors feared them too. These storms not only cause devastating floods, but have the ability to destroy homes and buildings, as was the case in New Delhi in 2020. On July 19 of that year, a strong storm swept through the city. After it passed, residents went outside to survey the damage and witness the flooding that was still ongoing. They soon noticed a building that had been severely affected by the storm and was on the verge of collapse. As the flood water flowed down the road, trees and chunks of soil began to wash away. Moments later, the building collapsed. Fortunately, no one was inside at the time of the collapse and no other injuries were reported. From the video, it almost looks like the ground is eroding away from the storm, possibly even due to a landslide that occurred before the recording. Incidents like this are not at all unusual for cities in India. Due to poor infrastructure and insufficient drainage, the soil often becomes saturated and weakened, leading to devastating events like the one filmed that day. Number 2. The terrifying flood in China, 2020. China is a country that is no stranger to extreme weather. Due to the vast size of its country, it will experience almost every natural disaster on the planet, and the fallout can be rather devastating. Due to the monsoon rains, China experiences many floods every year. It is a country where it rains more than many places on Earth. And with that comes another terrifying natural disaster, landslides. In June 2020, locals in Wenchuan County filmed the dramatic moment when an entire mountain collapsed, sending a large cloud of dust into the air. Due to the remoteness of the region, no one lived nearby and there were no injuries. It is unknown what brought the residents to the area in the first place and why they started filming when they did. Surely, there must have been some sign that a collapse was imminent, but the truth remains unknown. Landslides are a surreal and terrifying force on our planet, but fortunately, they often come with some warning and allow those at risk to escape in time. However, as with anything else, this is not always the case. Back in 2010, landslides took the lives of almost 1,500 people in the country in a single day. Fortunately for those in this video, that was not the case. Number 1. The strong wind storm in China, 2020. It is one of the 22 provinces that make up the People's Republic of China, along with 5 other autonomous regions, the Yangtze River. Among its capitals is a county lost at the end of the world known as Dignan. And it is here that extreme wind and hail devastated the region in 2020. On March 23rd of that year, strong winds uprooted trees and power lines and damaged many homes and buildings in the region. Large hail wreaked further havoc on vehicles in the area as neighbors sought shelter. The combination of these two violent natural forces had serious economic consequences. Just one look at the current conditions will give you a clear idea of the power of our planet. The second clip shows the devastation of a local business whose windows were blown out by the storm. From the footage, it almost looks like a tornado has swept through the area. According to local media sources, no casualties were reported from this storm. Rescue teams responded quickly to help those in need, and the total cost is said to be still being tallied. If you live in an area prone to natural disasters, our best advice would be to seek shelter if one is imminent. It's always exciting to watch Earth's power unfold, but the last thing you want is to fall victim to the process. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more just like it, be sure to subscribe to our channel now. With that, thanks for watching and be sure to tune in next time.